All right, we're back here with another episode of Sapiens. We just had another update. I believe it's a beta 20. Um, Pretty much, we're just going to do a quick update on what I've got going on here on the little community we've built. As you can see, we've done quite a bit. Just want to go over a few little tips and things that have helped me get here and helped my community thrive and continue growing, as well as some mistakes I've made. Um, so yeah, first thing, if you've noticed, we started constructing a large, I really wanted to make this a castle type structure here. We can go in, we can see I've got the Sapiens sleeping indoors. We have multiple levels now. This has taken quite a while. Mainly because it's very hard in this arid environment I'm in to find clay, or so I thought. What we started doing, and this is going to be one of my major tips kind of for an advanced course here, is massive mining and digging projects. So sometimes you just have to kind of dig and see what happens and see where the clay is. Clay is a major building block for the stone if you're looking to do something like this. So really, I just happened to get lucky over here and was digging up some soil, some rich soil, and found some clay underneath and started digging and kind of created this little mining area here. So how this works, now this is a little bit difficult here. You know what, let's go ahead and let's get this guy out of, let's get rid of this guy. So these mammoths will come in, and boy will they cause you a lot of problems. So what I like to do real quick, let's pause this, have a lot of spears on hand, and pretty much I try to get as many people spear hunting as possible. 23. Let's see if there's any. Yep, we can add a couple. Now, some of these people aren't going to be great at it at first, so they're going to be missing, but you want as many as possible so that when you go to hunt, everybody gets up and everybody does it, because once you start throwing spears at these guys, they get mad. And they can injure and even kill your sapiens. So just like right there, he just took one, she just took one, not sure. Depending on how bad they get smacked, they can be down. They can get real damaged and real injured. Oh, that's a beautiful sunrise there. Look at that. So yep, just like this. Now we've got a critical sapien. So what I'd like to do is move you over there if you can, and that's just gonna get, well, we might have another one. Ooh, yep, alright. Oh boy. Oh nope. Ooh, I just still had that person on telling them where to go. Uh-oh. Let's see, you know what, let's go ahead and let's get rid of that one too. So yeah, when they get in your encampment, you either got to just let them go through if you don't have the manpower or the hunters or the spears, or you take care of them like this. They provide a lot of meat, a lot of skins. So you know, that's kind of the plus side of all of this. I've got plenty of mammoth meat, 85 portions right now, and I'm about to get a bunch more. Anyways, now that the mammoths are taken care of, let's butcher this guy. And then what we want to do here, let's just pause this. So we're going to click here, and this is where the select more really comes into play. What I like to do is just scroll out, and it's going to tell you how much. Now, if you're just digging, so let's select all of these. Now, what do we want to do? do we want to clear, and that's just going to clear up some of the areas over here, you know, with the grass, and it's not going to touch the mining, it's not going to touch the digging. Do we want to mine? If we mine, it's just going to touch the rock. Anything that's rock or limestone or green rock or whatever, it's going to mine that. Or do we want to dig? If we click dig, it's going to dig up the areas with the grass and the clay is what we're after. Now, I'm not going to click this, but if I click dig, it's basically going to bring up all of this. And now, it's really important that you don't start a massive digging operation in the middle of the day. You want to start it as soon as your sapiens wake up, because if you start in the middle of the day, you're going to have a bunch of people out here struggling to find a bed at night. They're going to be real angry, they're not going to be happy with you, and they're not going to get the job done as efficiently. So when you have a big project you want done, make sure you get that going early in the morning. So that's something really important there. Another thing, what I was digging was some rich soil here. Now, rich soil, actually, it does make a difference. I did my little experiment here with my beetroot, and I wanted to see, I planted 6 on either side, just in poor soil or regular soil, and then some in rich soil here, and these do go about twice as fast for the beetroot. Beetroot already grows super fast, so if you've got a real big tribe and you need a lot of food right away, plant a whole bunch of beetroot. Here real quick, up in the upper right it says Joj or Hohei, or the injury has become critical. So where is my there we go. So now when they're laying in bed like this, we really just have to, it's a life-threatening injury, may heal, could lead to death. It really just depends. The older they are, like if they're elderly or very young, it's more likely it's going to lead to death. So this is just in the sapien God's hands now. So that's that with getting attacked. I really wasn't planning on making this about, oh boy, a little bit of a, there we go. Oh. A little bit of a glitch again. Man. There we go. We better now? Nope. I'm just going to pause that, let that ride out. Anyways, I didn't plan on making this video about hunting these mammoths, but, you know, that's how the game goes. Sometimes they just walk in, and you got to kind of take it as it goes. Another good tip, if you're doing a big project like this, it's really smart to set up a couple of storage areas. You're going to want one for your digging tools, your small rocks, which then you can turn into axe heads, and then one for them to place like the soil and the hay and all the stuff, the kind of the byproduct of digging all of this. You'll see I've planted a bunch of trees around here. The trees are for sticks. Really, I just harvest sticks off of these as I can, and that is so that I can keep these fires going and really keep my little clay operation here running, because my whole goal is building my castle here, which I'm expanding over here. Got a little roof there. So that is just a quick little tip on doing bigger projects with this. Like I said, first thing, you want to start early in the morning, as soon as everybody wakes up. You want it to be kind of the first thing on their list. Your elderly folks, the elderly ones, you want to keep them away from doing this. Have them close to here. Have maybe a guy just playing an instrument, or, you know, kneading dough or whatever. Something you would expect an elderly person to do in real life. And also set up some benches. Sometimes they just want to sit and rest. That, you know, they're just like how people would do. They just want to sit and rest, and probably it would be a good idea to have one over here. As you can see, we got a bunch, you know, they just got done doing this. They're sitting and resting, and now, well, probably they don't have much going on. I haven't really given them any tasks today. So right now we're about almost halfway through the day. Is it okay to start something right now? Maybe over here we could. I'm going to, just for the sake of this video. I have started a little area over here, a little operation going on, but we didn't have enough food. Now we've got the beetroot going on there. But it was really hard to get enough food going over here to keep these people happy over here, because they eat fast. Super important also, if you have, just start putting up trails. Wherever you are starting to do stuff, man, does this make these guys go way faster. An easy soil path. Don't waste your rocks, don't waste your clay, don't waste anything like that. Just soil paths, unless you're at the point where you want to start making things fancy. And it's a great way to get rid of all the soil here. So real quick, let's just select this. So we've got 128 soil, 44 clay. So when I dig, that's what we're going to be digging. Actually, you know what? I think we're a little bit too... Let's go here. Something else, when you're doing this, you always want to go a little bit past where you actually want to dig, because really I just care about this clay. But if I keep only digging the clay, it's going to make it so sloped here that you're not going to be able to dig. So make sure you expand that a little bit. Let's select that, and we're going to click dig. Now, see how it skipped over all of this, and it just brought up here. So once we get going, now that's going to give the ones, man, these guys really have nothing going on, huh? That's going to give them something to do, and once these people start digging, and there's something to move or something to store, these folks will probably likely get up and start doing something. You don't always need everybody doing something at once. Now, if you got a big old operation going, like I'm trying to build this bad boy here, yeah, maybe. But sometimes it's good just to like have people sit and relax and do nothing, because the more you make them do, the more you have to keep them happy, and the more work you have to do from there. So let's see, is anyone butchering? Okay, somebody's gonna butcher this bad boy. Real important, put your food, if you can, underneath something. It just really helps with the length of time. Other than that, not much else I want to put in this video. Kind of want to keep it short and sweet. So like I said, big projects here. We can see everybody's getting in there now. This is a great way if you're not sitting around a bunch of clay, or if you need a bunch of dirt, or if you want a bunch of rock or limestone or what have you. This is how to do it. Have everybody with the digging skill, everybody with the general labor skill besides your elderly folks, and get them moving. And like I said, early in the day so they can get everything done. Have a couple of these set up nearby so that they can store, and then go from there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember, hit like and subscribe, and I will be coming out with more of these. Like I said, just a little bit busy these past few weeks, but I appreciate y'all hanging in and subscribing and watching the videos. Comment as well, and I'll try and get back to those.